ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And here is Travis Bazzana. And that one wrapped foul. And that skips into dirt. That's a little bit low.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Two on the way. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Contreras down to first, but no chance to recover. He'll reach after the strikeout. And the batter will be the shortstop, Derek Jeter. Walked his first time. And that misses. And that is ball one. And another ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
And there's the automatic. Fouls one away, and now 3-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
There goes the runner. In there for strike 3.
And that's it.
Throw to second, tag, and they got him. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it. On to the fourth. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. And there's a foul ball.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one drilled left field. Way back there. Gone! He jacks that one out to left. And they grab the lead. It's 1-0. That one fouled off. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Here's Corey Seager. In the air to left down the line. And that drops foul. One down, base is empty. And that's outside. And it's 1-1. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. And Seager is set down. So 2 down now. And here is Terry Pendleton. Swing and he breaks his bat. That's a foul ball. Mauer makes the catch, and that'll do it. Ready to go, bottom 4. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Next offering is in for a strike.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark. For those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues, them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The wind of the pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air right field. He just missed it. Carroll makes the catch, and there's 1 down. So here's Kyle Tucker now, 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Misses. And that's ball one.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball two.
And a base hit up the middle. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Everything came together for him. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Devers in the box now. Takes strike one. Ground ball up the middle. And that one finds its way through. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. 2 on with 1 away. First and second, 1 out. And here's the catcher, Joe Mauer. And that is in for a strike. 0-1.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. That's inside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Merrill settles underneath it. And there's 2 away. Here's Freddie Freeman now. Fly to center his first time. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Here's Tucker on his way to the plate. Safe. We tie it 1.
Well, he gets it done in a big spot to get the run across. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Santana fires to first. They limit the damage here. Back here at Tropicana Field, and now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. Now that's smacked to right center. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's 1 down. Here's the catcher, William Contreras. He swings and hits a fly ball, center field. Jeter takes it in for the out. 2 down. So the lineup flips over. This is Corbin Carroll. Bunting, but that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. This one in the air, right field. And makes the grab. And that is that. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Yamamoto back to work. Fastball for a strike.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, this group of hitters need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
On the ground to third. Nice grab. The throw. He is safe. And that was bang, bang at first. Man at first with 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Yordan Alvarez. That one finds the corner. That's strike 1. In the dirt. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Jeter at first, 1 gone. Next pitch downstairs. Now 2 balls and a strike. And that one gets past the catcher. No advance, though. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Line drive, base hit. Jeter headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 2-1.
Big RBI for him right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
The new pitcher in the game, Edwin Diaz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. Last half of inning number 5. What a stop. There's 1. What a double play that was. Leading off, Jackson Merrill. 0 for 2 in this one. And fouled off. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Lifted in the air down the left side. And there's 1 away. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 1 for 2. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Marte goes 6'1", 31 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Laced into left. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And that one fouled off. Swings through the sweeper.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
Crochet checks over to first, and he's back. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Carlos Santana now at the plate. He was late there, strike 1.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bull.
Well, he settles under it in left, and that will end the inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. Well, we go bottom 6. Down the third baseman, Rafael Devers. Just missed. And another ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When she elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Out towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Joe Mauer will hit next. There's a strike.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Contreras makes the catch. Out number 2. To the right side, Santana. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Digging in, Corey Seager. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
Usually when a pitcher's had a dominant outing, he has filled up the strike zone and he's gotten ahead in the count with first pitch strikes. Well, that's exactly what this guy has done in this one. Over 70% first pitch strikes.
And out number 1 on the grab. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. Line drive and foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. That one hooked foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Ground ball, left side. Jump throw across his body, and it beats him. What a play. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
To the right side, and it's through for a hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away. Now at the plate, William Contreras. And that one pulled foul.
This is a good situation if you want to try to steal a base.
Shohei on the go. Pitch outside. Safe at second, and that was not close. Swings through that one for strike 2.
It might be time to choke up a little bit. Get that front foot down early. Maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. Swing and a miss. Struck him. Bottom of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1-1.
And that is downstairs. Ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Just off the inside edge.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That one down the line, and that's just foul. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out. Now it's the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. He swings and fouls one off. Misses inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. That one is absolutely belted. And it one-hops the wall. Around first, heading for 2. Relay throw to second, and that's a double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean,
on the mound now, Kirby Yates.
And this could be a pretty critical point in this game. They're hoping he's the guy to keep him within striking distance.
Check swing. Now a look down to first. And he held back, according to Larry Bullard. Off the plate inside. And the count is 2-0. Jeter taking all the way, and that's a strike. Next offering is fouled back. He goes down looking. Now here is Yordan Alvarez. And that's fouled off. Not even close there. And the count even 1-1. That one missing inside.
If you're going to miss, you want to miss outside the zone. When you miss inside the zone, trouble.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Runner at second, 2 down. On the ground, right side. Throw on to Santana. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. And that one fouled off.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Throw to first, gets him. One away on a drop third strike. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. And a ground ball to first. And he's out on the tag.
That's why you hug the lines on the corners late in the ball game like this, positioned perfectly.
Marte at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That's off the mark. 1-1. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Well, that's today's style of baseball right there, right? Big time.
And he couldn't hold back. Bottom of the 8th. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. So a lefty out of the pen, Mark Davis.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Merrill sizes this one up. 1 away.
Woo, he was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Tucker stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Davis, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. Merrill has a beat on it. Makes the catch for the out. And there are 2 down. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Rafael Devers. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. And now the catcher comes up to him. Joe Mauer.
Ball 1, no strike.
Squirts away a little bit.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
2 balls,
Next pitch,
no
a slider that misses outside. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. And here's Freddie Freeman.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner in the scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
In there at the knees.
And he's got deception in his delivery, and it's not that he's trying to deceive the hitters. He just has this natural flow.
And there's the 3rd out. That'll do it. New inning getting started. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Bautista back to work. Now a pop-up on the infield. And it's caught for the out.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Now 1-1. Late on that fastball.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
2 strikes.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Now only 1 out remaining. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Swung on, belted. Back there. Ball game.
Well, a tight 2-1 ball game. Classic pitching and defense in this game. A lot of good execution, and neither team really beat themselves by way of mistakes. But ultimately, it came down to 1 or 2 key plays to make the difference for the win.
And your final score here today, Live from a place that has quite the reputation, Ship-it Stadium. Diamond Dynasty Baseball coming your way on the show. It's Savannah taking on Washington. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Swing and a foul out of play. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Some high cheese for strike three. Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Ketel Marte. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. Raging back towards the wall. Makes the catch up against the wall. Bottom of the first. Now it's the shortstop, Trey Turner. And the first offering a fastball for a strike. To the right side. Santana steps on the bag. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now here is Harper. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Next offering upstairs. He caught it behind his back. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. Hit hard on the ground to the right side, and it goes just foul. And that's in for a strike.
Oh, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
Inside. And a count 1-2. That one just misses.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Just misses the mark outside the zone. 2 out, space is empty. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
That one is inside ball 4. And I mean, oh, so close. So, man aboard, Kyle Schwarber getting ready to hit. There's a strike. That's down and in. Ramirez, the runner at first with 2 gone. This one in the dirt. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Just off the outside edge.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitters got to stay focused on the pitch.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make a call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close.
That one is absolutely belted, and no one can run it down. 1 runs in. Here comes Schwarber around third. Relay throw. Saved. He beats it. And they take a 2-run lead. So runner at second, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. And that one goes straight to the backstop. Play at the plate.
He's out.
Got him. And we're back. Top of the second. Now it's going to be Manny Ramirez. And that is out of play.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one finds the zone. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Fights it off. He'll see another. Kicks and fires. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Leadoff man retired here in the second. Now a chance for Carlos Santana. And first offering is fouled off. 1 out, bases empty. In the air to left center, Ramirez makes the grab for the second out. Seager stands in now.
That is it. The shortstop, Corey Seager.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike 1.
0-1.
And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Cuts and misses. It's a strike. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second. At the plate, Terry Pendleton. High fly ball down the left field line. That one is back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Walker Jenkins in the box with 1 away as he takes ball 1. Just missed. Singy, he wasn't real sharp in the first, got hit around, but really more so, didn't throw a ton of strikes.
Well, he's just got to find a way to settle down. He was clearly fighting himself out there, not really finding the strike zone, walking batters. So we'll see if he can get back on track and fill up the zone a little bit more.
2-2 is the count.
1 down, base is empty. Out to short. Fires to first in time. And now it's JT Realmuto. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
0-1.
There's the strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
And the slider just misses.
1-2.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one misses in the dirt. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Top half of the third inning, stepping in, Terry Pendleton. Yamamoto back to work. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, so they get the first out of the inning. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. And here's the catcher, William Contreras. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Just missed. Outside. 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Chop to the left side. And a foul ball. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Back to the top of the lineup. This is Corbin Carroll. They say you win. Carroll, a right fielder with good range, hitting leadoff in today's game. A former first-round pick back in 2019. High fly ball down the left field line. Ramirez brings it in for the third out. As we go to the last of the third, this is Bryson Stott. Fastball for a strike. 0-1. That one the other way. Zips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Here's Turner now. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And it's fouled away. The 0-1. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. The shortstop takes the ball.
2-1.
In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Just misses. And now it's filled up 3-2. Ripped into right center, and that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second, and he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. That's a base hit. Now they get the runner and a rundown. The relay, and he's got no chance. He's out. So up next, Manny Ramirez. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1.
1-0.
Fouled off. He was late. 2 outs and a runner at third here in the last half of the third. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there.
You don't want to run yourself out of an inning, so it's got to clearly get far enough away from the.
And that's ruled as we go to the top of the fourth. And here is Jackson Merrill. Just missed.
Well, these players, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. The numbers tell us they're swinging at the first pitch more than 90% of the time. And that's an extremely high number, especially when you're not getting results, Boog.
An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Line drive, base hit. Around first and hustling for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at bat. He got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the
line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Heading for the plate. The run scores from second, and it's a one-run game.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with a pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
Ground ball right side, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. Here comes Corey Seager. His first at bat was a strikeout. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Ramirez stands at second with two gone. Here's the tag, and he's out. That ends the inning. And we're back. Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, these guys doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
That just misses. Now 2-0.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
That one to first, into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Anthony Santander at the plate. Doubled his first time up. That one missed.
That's a ball.
Nobody out. Runner at first.
2-0.
Inside, just missed.
3-0.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
Back-to-back singles. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Now, Terry Pendleton. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
It's 0-1.
And that one almost got him.
Ball.
No outs. Runners at first and second.
1 strike.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out. Walker Jenkins, the next to hit, grounded out his first time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Zach bunt towards third. The throw to second is offline. Everybody's going to be safe. So bases loaded with one away. And up to the plate is JT Realmuto. Ball one there. And that's off the inside edge. And the count now 2-0.
No strikes.
Hit on the ground might be 2. Boots it. Schwarber crosses the plate. 3-2. They take the lead. One down. Next to hit, Bryson Stott. Golden opportunity right here. That one catches the zone. Strike one. Late with the swing there.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And that one in the air center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags from third. Cut off. Now a throw home. And he's out. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's going to be Terry Pendleton. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. One away here in the fifth. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one. High fly ball out to center field. Jenkins snags it for the second out. William Contreras now at the plate. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. And now the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. In the dirt, blocked. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that is that. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Trey Turner now. And that one clips the corner. Strike two.
0-2.
And that's
Ball
outside. Now a check swing, but he held up.
2-2.
And that one is lifted in the air. Carroll on his way in. He's got it. One down.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel
this one swung on and hit well. Way back there. It's a bomb. He crushes that one to center field. It's 4-2.
Power versus power right there. Like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there.
So they turn things over to the righty, Jeff Hoffman. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Ramirez in the box for the third time today as he takes that one off the plate. Popped foul out of play off to the right.
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Next pitch is outside.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Up and in, look out.
Straighten him up a little bit.
That's ball four. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot. Man at first, and Kyle Schwarber will come up. Swings through that one for strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Man at first, one away. Fouls it back with two strikes. Got him swinging for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Brings it in, and that is that. And we're back. And the batter now, Jackson Merrill. Yamamoto back to work. There's a strike.
You know, this group of hitters just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times. and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group. And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Just off the outside edge. 1-2 the count. Towards first, Harper. And he handles it himself for the out. Ketel Marte up to the plate. 1 for 2.
Ketel Marte.
Got him to chase one upstairs there.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Breaking ball inside. And it's a ball and a strike. Swinging a foul straight back. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a chopper out to short. Turner with the throw to first. And it's a 1-2-3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hoffman, in his 7th season, he features a slider, a four-seamer, swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. Leaps at the wall, but can't haul it in. Safe at second with a leadoff double. Runner in scoring position, no outs. Jenkins will hit next, and that misses. Ball 1.
Well, these players digging into their numbers have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90+ exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. Not in time. He's safe. A run comes in the play.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it for the K. Some high cheese for strike 3. Line drive, base hit. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Comes through with the RBI. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Foul ball. 1 out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Base hit, left center field. Coming home. He'll score easily. And it's an RBI single, and the lead is up to 5.
Picks himself up an RBI. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping.
The other way. And it stays fair. Around second is Harper. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now. Here comes Schwartz to the plate. Aroldis Chapman gets handed the rock out of the pen.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And One of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. Swings through that one out in front that time. Chapman, he's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts in a tough spot like this. Well, he's under it to make the catch. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. And the batter now, Carlos Santana. He was late there, strike one.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
Swings over the splitter for strike 3. Now it's Corey Seager. 0 for 2 in this one. Can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw. The tag out. 2 outs, base is empty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Terry Pendleton. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Next offering is fouled back. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Real Muto up with it. Fires to first. Bottom of the 7th. Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder Anthony Santander. And first offering is fouled off. And ball 1. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And a count 2-1. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the
2
zone.
balls, 2 strikes.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does, and you're tied up.
Rocketed out towards right center. Full extension, makes the catch. 2 down, bases empty. And now the center fielder, Walker Jenkins. First pitch swinging.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
And that is that. We're at the top of the 8th. Now here is Shohei Ohtani. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter, Byron Buxton.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off.
Ball 1 and a pitch inside. That's outside.
No, that's outside.
And that's ball 2. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good. And then by the time it gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
2-2.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Now it's 3-2. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Santander makes the play, and there's 1 down. And now William Contreras. Just missed. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets him to chase after that one.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, That slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Line drive, caught.
Man, he really turned on that one. Absolutely ripped it towards third, but quick cat-like reflexes down there at the hot corner to bring it down.
Carroll, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one. Swings through that.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And a swing and a miss. Ready for the bottom of the And we welcome you to Green Valley Stadium. MLB The Show brings you Diamond Dynasty Baseball. It's Savannah taking on New York. All right, ready to get underway. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Shortened the bunt and missed it. It's 0-1. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's back. And that is gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard. It's 1-0. So digging in, Jackson Merrill. And that one clips the corner.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
Foul ball still 0-2. Outside corner, got him looking. Here's Ketel Marte. Hard hit left side. Throws to first. They get the out on Marte. Manny Ramirez getting ready to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Now this is in the air down the line. Gwynn towards the line. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And now the right fielder, Tony Gwynn. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Fly ball down the line. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. Swinging a ground ball up the middle into the outfield, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-hander.
Fired to second. Out of Santana, 2.
Got what he was looking for on the mound right there, and his infielders took care of business. Pretty textbook execution between short and second to turn that into 2 outs.
Walker Jenkins stands in now, looks at that one inside. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Manny Machado now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Center field. Merrill settles under it. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Corey Seager. Shota back to work. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Henderson makes the grab. 1 pitch and 1 out. Terry Pendleton, the next to hit. Out there to center. Crawford coming on. Corrals it. And there's 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Two outs, base is empty. High fly ball out into left center field. Hernandez makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom half of inning number 2. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Just missed.
Outside.
Fought off foul. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. Now it's Alex Bregman.
I like it when you shake it like that.
That clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when this guy's out there on the hill.
1 out, base is empty. Next one misses, and it's 1 and 2. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ramirez makes the grab, and there's 2 gone. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Lifted in the air, right center field. Merrill sizing this one up. Makes the grab, and that's the inning.
I don't wear no cape or apron, so I ain't saving you a cleaner house. Do you think that's just a statement? Then you lose.
On to the 3rd inning, and now the catcher comes up to hit, William Contreras. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. That's back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay throw. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Put a really nice balanced swing on it. And when you can rope one into the gap like that, you're thinking extra bases from the first couple of steps out of the box. And he'll feel real good about that one.
A little out front there as he swings through it.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Contreras at third with nobody out. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 1 down. Jackson Merrill now at the plate.
You have to stay disciplined in these at-bats. Try not to chase. A strikeout here is the last thing you want.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
In the on-deck circle, you really want to use that opportunity to see some pitches and time up the fastball. Last thing you want to do is miss a good hittable fastball early in the count.
Kicks and deals. Swings through that one for strike 2.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that.
And that one gets away at the plate. Rushing. Collects, fires to first, and it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that junk.
Marte swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Set for the bottom of the 3rd. And here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. And that's in there at the knees.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
0-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Foul ball there. Ground ball to the right side. Santana takes it to the bag, and 2 straight set down to begin the bottom of the 3rd. So the batting order turns over, and now Tony Gwynn. First pitch just misses.
Yep, that ball went out.
And a swing and a miss there.
2-1.
Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees.
2-2 the count.
On the ground, Marte. Over to first. 3 up, 3 down. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. In the air, right side. Gwynn, long run on his horse. Hauls it in for the out. And there's 1 down. And now it's the switch hitter, Carlos Santana. Popped up right side. Bregman settles under it. Makes the grab, and there's 2 out. And here's Corey Seager to hit. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Stays alive. That one ripped. He's got it, and that is that. Bottom of the 4th, and now the first baseman, Luis Arraez. Swing and a miss, 98 on the gun.
0-1's the count.
Line drive, puts it away for the out. So now the DH spot, Walker Jenkins.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Pendleton zips it across. 2 up, 2 down. Manny Machado up to the plate. Fastball for a strike.
Now, this guy is just filling up the strike zone right now. Don't want to get yourself in an 0-2 hole. You better be ready to pull the trigger on the first pitch.
This to third, Pendleton. Slings it across, and he has thrown 4 shutout innings. And we're back. And now, Terry Pendleton.
Third baseman, Terry Pendleton.
Shota back to work. Pitch misses. Ball 1.
1-0.
To third. And that one handled. Fires over to first. 1 up, 1 down. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That one carrying. And out of here. And they tack on to their lead. It's 2-0. And now it's William Contreras. 1 for 1. He tripled in his first trip. Line drive. And that should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. And if you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Base hit center field. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice swing to drive that pitch up the middle.
Runner takes off. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Throw to first. Carroll back on a dive. Another move to first. And he's back in that time as well. And that's disengagement number 2. Runners at the corners, 1 away. And we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
See ya. Strikes him out for the second time today. An outstanding hitter in Ketel Marte. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the move. Curve, hit right back to him. To first, they limit the damage here. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
Well, these guys, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Fly ball to right. Carroll moving under it. Puts it away for the out. And now it's Alex Bregman. Fly to left his first time. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And there's a foul ball. That's to third. Throw on to Santana. And they get Bregman for the out. And now here is Gunnar Henderson.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
And And there's a strike.
These hitters have been very aggressive
0-1.
early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at-bats and get some base runners on.
Merrill makes the catch, inning over. Top of the 6th inning. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez.
Manny Ramirez.
In the air, right field. Gwynn should have this one, and there's one down. Next is switch hitting first baseman Carlos Santana. Hit in the air out to center field. Crawford. And puts the squeeze on that one. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. So now it's Corey Seager, 0 for 2 in this one. Outside corner, there's a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Crawford on the move. Makes the grab, and that is that.
I finally made up my mind to take a better stand. Concentrate in my balance, give life a better chance. I'm too involved in
Bottom of the 6th. Here's the catcher, Dalton Rushing. That one to first. And he takes it himself for the out. And now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Outside low, and it's 1-0.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
1 down, base is empty. Late on that fastball.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial gold glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
Brings it in, and there are 2 outs. So the lineup flips over. Tony Gwynn digs in now, 1 for 2. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play a ton of baseball as a kid. Remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. Pulls it in on the run. And that ends the inning. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Terry Pendleton.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. And there's a rocket into the outfield. So a man on base to start the inning.
Everything came together for him. You'll often hear the phrase, short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it, right?
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a pair. It's 4-0. Here's the catcher to hit, William Contreras. Cut on and lifted in the air. Gwynn ranging into the alley. 1 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Tap foul at the plate. On the ground to first, Arise. Steps on first for the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Jackson Merrill. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. In the air on the infield, Machado. And that is that. Set for the last half of the 7th. Luis Arise stands in. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Just missed. Line drive. And that gets down for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
Jenkins now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. On the ground left side. 6, 4, 3. And they turn the double play. 2 down, base is empty. Here's Manny Machado. Outside low, and that's ball 1. Swings through that one for strike 1.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
In the air, out towards left center. Merrill makes the catch, and that'll do it. And we're back. Ketel Marte up to the plate. Shota back to work. Upstairs.
1, no strike.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Everything seems to be clicking, and the 6 extra base hits in the game kind of tells you everything you need to know. They're not getting fooled up there at all.
Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone. Digging in, Manny Ramirez. 1 for 3. Swing and a ground ball. Slings to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Swing and a foul straight back.
Filling up the strike zone hasn't been the problem so far. It's the quality of the strikes. That's been the real issue. And you look at the first inning, that's what we saw. Too many pitches out over the plate.
2 down, nobody on. Foul ball still 0-2. Hard hit to third. Machado throws to first in time. And that will end the inning.
Yes. No ifs, ands, or maybe. I don't let drama faze me. See on my grind.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
0-1.
And that one is inside ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late.
He got away with
1
one
ball,
there, but
2
he
strikes.
knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Nope.
And that
That's
just
inside.
misses. That one clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's there with a leadoff double. The relay to second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Can't handle an up and in fastball much better than that. I think he had to be.
Aroldis Chapman comes in to take over.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
And first offering is fouled off. Hernandez leads off second with nobody out. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And there's one away. Now at the plate, Gunnar Henderson. Hard hit, left field, base hit. Coming home. The relay to the plate, safe at home, and the runner scores from second. It's 4-1. Now it's going to be Dalton rushing. A little bit low. Man at first, one away.
Got to keep things airtight defensively right here. On your toes, ready to make a play. If you can get this to the ninth with a 3-run lead, it should be a W.
Merrill makes the catch, and there's 2 away. So up next, Justin Crawford. Chris, his skill set straight out of the mid-80s. Good contact, not much power, and he can run. He always uses the wheels to his advantage.
His biggest challenge in this day.
Well, we'll hold that thought as that's the 3rd out, and we'll end the inning. All set to start the 9th in this one. Here's Corey Seager. And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Henderson pulls it down, 1 down. Now the third baseman, Terry Pendleton. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
First base.
And next is the designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Well, that pitch right there didn't even sniff the zone. He was all out of whack on that delivery.
Into center. Crawford makes the grab, 2 down. William Contreras will hit next. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. And that'll do it. So bottom of the 9th. Now here is Tony Gwynn. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And a good start to the inning.
Wastes no time there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped.
So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Cade Smith.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high.
Nabs it, and there's 1 away. So now here's the DH, Walker Jenkins. Just missed.
What's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Hit on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down. Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. And there's a ball. With the tying run at the plate, we're in the last half of the 9th inning. Next pitch is outside.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
And that's down and away.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're
Fair ball. Gwynn coming around third. He'll score. The relay to second. The tag. And he's out. Big spot here. Bottom of the 9th. Down to their Devin Williams gets the call from the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
The tying run at the plate. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. The run scores from third, and it's an RBI single, and now they trail by one. Here's Alex Bregman. Shohei on the go. Pitch misses inside. And that's a stolen base, not even close. And the tying run is now in scoring position. Late with the swing there. Trying to close out a one-run lead. And the home team trying to pull it out. And that one missing low. Out front and foul to the left side. One strike away.
Count is 3-2.
In the dirt, but kept close. Runner holds, and it's a full count. Bottom of the ninth. Down a run, and tying run on second base. Line drive, base hit. Here comes the throw. It's offline, and he scores.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. So impressive that he was able to fight off that fastball up and in like that. I mean, he really let it get deep on him as well. That's great bat control. If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
2 outs, but the winning run is at first. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The shortstop takes the ball. Gets a piece there, we'll do it again. With the winning run on at first. Here in the last half of inning number 9. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's the third out, and we're headed to extras. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. Shortened the bunt and missed it, and it's 0-1. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Tied at 4. Base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. Coming home. Safe. And they take the lead.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here, and now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
That to right. And there's 2 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Manny Ramirez. 1 for 4 with a double. And first offering is fouled off. Strom, 33 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of North Dakota. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Strom throws over, and he's out, and they got him. That ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Dalton Rushing. Pitching change here, Mark Davis.
Pretty big spot he's coming into, trying to strand that runner at second base. So he's going to need to make some quality pitches. He does have first open if he needs to use it.
So the tying run at second. Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Well, if he's going to do something special right here, it's going to have to happen with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And here in the 10th, the leadoff man is out. And now the center fielder, Justin Crawford. First pitch misses. With the tying run at second, winning run at the plate, and we're in the last half of the 10th. That one the other way. Seager into third now. So runners at the corners and one out. Runners at the corners here, one away. Tony Gwynn, runner on the move. On the ground right side. Throws to first in time. Now two away as they get a run across. So two down now, and here is Luis Arias. Just missed. Winning run stands at second. And there's a ball. Right side. And it's through for a hit. Around third. And he dives in with the winning run, and they walk it off in extra innings.